Hello, this is Karen Knott from Midlife Matters, and I am delighted to be able to welcome you to the Finding a Future That Fits programme. I'm really pleased to have you on board. Now, I'm guessing that one of the reasons that you've embarked on this programme is because there's a gap between where you are right now and where you'd like to be. And the chances are this gap between the two states has not felt like a particularly comfortable place to be. Perhaps you've been experiencing a rumbling dissatisfaction with life and a growing awareness that the things which once made you happy no longer seem to be doing so right now. And perhaps the things that you're currently spending your time on seem to be somehow out of sync with what's really important now, coupled with a growing restlessness around the need to change something, although you're not quite sure what. But resentment, anger, impatience, dissatisfaction, all these things all have their place. In fact, I go so far as to say they're very valuable feelings because they tell us that there are still a few pieces of life's puzzle that perhaps we've overlooked. So first off, I'd like to just say, just take some comfort from the fact that these feelings are very natural, and in fact they're symptomatic of something we all experience in our middle years, and that something is change. In fact, midlife is a time when we experience changes, the likes of which we probably haven't felt since we were in our teens. However, we have been around long enough to know that, like it or not, staying the same even if we wanted to isn't an option. Now, the reality of change is seldom easy and often scary, and these changes are challenging, but they also offer us something very precious. And that something is opportunity. It's a chance to explore new possibilities and make new choices. So far from being a negative sign, the discomfort you may have been feeling actually signifies the start of something new. Now, as we ask ourselves what we really want out of life, we can determine the direction of our new beginning. So I encourage you to see this gap that you're currently in as more of a space where you can get to reconnect with the essence of who you are and how you want to be in the world. Now, the whole philosophy of this programme is that midlife is a perfectly natural, albeit challenging, transitional period. And it's a transition which, once understood, can be recognised and actually used as an opportunity for very positive change. Now, what positive change means is different for everyone, which is why this programme is all about finding a personal solution that fits you and that makes you happy. Now, for some, this may mean big changes, and for others, just the smallest of changes will make the biggest of differences. The point is, the next 3 months is your time, and it's your opportunity to explore new possibilities and learn how to close the gap. It's a chance to step back, to observe, to notice, to think, to dream, to visualise, all of which will gradually help you to close the gap between what's important and how you spend your time, between where you are right now and where you want to be, and to find a future that fits you. So I congratulate you on taking this first step on your 3-month personal journey, and I really look forward already to our personal strategy session at the end, from which you'll leave with your plan in your hand and be ready to move forward with excitement, confidence and optimism to create a life that reflects what's important to you now. Now, for the very focused and motivated amongst you, you may wish to book that strategy session right now by going to the online diary at the top of this page. There's nothing quite so motivating as a deadline to ensure that you keep on track. But if the thought of this scares you, then that's okay too. I understand that you may not be ready to commit to that just yet. And remember, you do have 6 months access to this programme, so that 6 months is your time to use as you see fit. But I have put a 6-month time limit on the programme because there does need to be a deadline. I've seen it happen so many times that without a deadline, we so easily lose motivation and momentum. Now, you started this program because of an awareness of time, perhaps moving on, slipping by, running out, and that the clock is ticking. And perhaps there's that realization that if you don't do something now, then perhaps you never will. Now, that sense of urgency was the catalyst to actually do something that perhaps you've been thinking about doing for a long time. So that's why I'm putting a finishing time of 6 months to help keep you focused and provide you with the impetus to do it now. So enjoy the program, and more importantly, enjoy the journey. And I am so looking forward to seeing you at the other end.